Hey, what's going on, guys? This is not my typical type of cleanup and repair, but my future son-in-law brought this little cheap plastic handle that broke, machete over. It says it belongs to his grandmother, and she uses it for yard work. And it has zero edge on it, and the handle's all busted. So I'm going to strip this thing apart, and I'm going to make her some new handles, put on there. And I believe she's close to 90 years old, so I'm not going to put a super edge on this, but enough to be effective if she's trying to cut back some brush or whatever. So I'm not going to spend the entire video time tearing this thing down. I'll just check back in and show the progress. Okay, well, we kind of got that side off. Super rusty inside there, but we'll be able to get her cleaned up. All right, the screws were too rusty to get out, so I cut them off with the angle grinder, cut off wheel, and took some of that rust off. And we're going to map out some handles for this. I think I'm going to use some zebra wood, just because I haven't used it yet and I want to see how it's going to look. Maybe I'll use it on a future knife project. We'll see how it looks. Okay, we're looking here at the wood that I want to put on this handle, on this machete. This is zebra wood. I don't know why they call it that, but it's got stripes on it. Maybe that has something to do with it. Good hardwood. I get this handle material at Woodcraft. It's a woodworking store. I'm sure I know they're all over the United States. If you don't have one in your town, you don't have, maybe there's another woodworking type store. There's up the road here in a little town called Altamont. They have Rocklear Woodworking Store. This is out of Woodcraft. These are cut-offs and scraps, and they sell this stuff for like $2 a pound, and you can pick up a lot of handle material for, $5 or $10 and come up with some pretty exotic stuff instead of just pine or oak or hickory or maple, which are great for knife handles. But sometimes you want to have a little fun with it and do something a little prettier. And yeah, this is just a grandma's old machete, but this is what I have, and I think it's going to make a nice handle and turn an old Walmart machete into a custom machete for her. So just check back in a little bit. We'll see how this is coming out. Okay, everybody, I've been a little busy running around, helping my daughter work on her car today. Still got some grease on my hands. Working on this grandma's machete here and there when I could. Nothing fancy here. This is a yard tool, so I didn't spend a whole lot of time on this. I did use a very nice piece of wood, but that's about the only thing. The handle has a little bit of epoxy in there to keep the water out, and these sex bolt connectors, male, female, I don't know what else you call them, but it's just it forms a clamping system when you tighten it down, and it's a yard tool, so I'm not worried about seeing these heads on there. If you're doing a knife and you really don't want to see that, you can sand it down past the screw head if it's going to be a permanent deal, and you just have a silver colored pen at that point. But for the sake of expediting this little video, just a quick little throw together. This is the zebra wood. And we're just going to throw a little bit of oil on here and watch the magic happen. And we'll throw some on this side. I mean, that is absolutely beautiful. I still have some refining to do on the sanding, just a little bit. But I'm just going to let that soak in there and get down in that wood, do its thing. I intentionally left a little space between the wood and the steel here for the contour of the handle. Let me wipe some of that excess off. We can take a look at it. Again, I still have some refining to do, some smoothing out, but I wanted to get this video punched out, and maybe I'll revisit this for a look at it later. But look how beautiful that zebra wood handle is. And the striations, the features run all the way through the wood. I've had people ask if it was plywood before, and oh, that's just how that is just gorgeous. And simple tools, nothing fancy. Sandpaper to clean up some of the rust off of there. I used my file to I didn't want to get Grandma a super sharp blade, but this will hack a tree limb or whatever she's going to hack with it. Just hit that with a file. Drilled the pins with my battery drill. Put them together with a screwdriver. But there she is, cleaned up. No more gnarly plastic handles on it. And now Grandma has a good, comfortable, put a little swell in here. Good, comfortable grip. It's not going to fly out of her hand. I might drill a lanyard hole in it, but it didn't have one, so maybe I'll do a lanyard tie around the end here. But there you go. Just a quick, rough cleanup of a yard tool. I love working with the wood. That was my first passion, was woodworking. And the neat thing about woodworking, I don't care if you live on a ranch, on a big farm, in the city, in an apartment. You can do this indoors in an apartment. I cut this out with a little jigsaw. Okay, just as a little, it's a Harbor Freight jigsaw that I bought for my wife because she likes to cut out yard decorations. It's a $20 jigsaw that I cut out the handles with. I have my little Harbor Freight sander to help sand it down. But, just, you can do woodworking. For some of you that watch this who aren't really into repairing or building knives, you could get started doing this. Go to Woodcraft or go online, Amazon. You can buy knife blanks as cheap as $20 for a knife blank. Some of them even come with the wood and all the fasteners. It's just up to you to sand it, shape it, and do your thing, make it yours. But even that's a lot of fun, and you can take a lot of pride in creating and making a knife yours by making your own handles for it. It's a lot of fun and very simple to do. And, it's what I love about wood. Hey, if you mess it up, tear it off, throw it away, get another piece of wood. It's harder to do on the steel. If you're trying to make a knife and you mess up, you just throw the thing away and start over. But wood is very forgiving and very simple, and you get a lot of pleasure and enjoyment out of it. So there you go, guys. Grandma's machete kind of made reusable again. It all in all, if I had worked on it from start to finish, it would have took about an hour. But with working on the car and running to the store and back, it's taken all afternoon to get this done. But I think she's going to absolutely enjoy being able to use this again. So, guys, until I see you next time, Please like, subscribe, share, leave a couple comments, and hit the notification bell. And until next time, have a beautiful day.